Hello, my dear students. Welcome to my channel Physics by GRB Sir. In this class, we are going to discuss the Coulomb's law. In the year of 1786, Coulomb measured the magnitude of electric force between charged objects using the torsion balance instrument. Actually, this instrument was invented by him. After the keen observation done in vacuum and in medium, he formulated a law. That law is called Coulomb's law in electrostatics. So, according to this law, the electrostatic force of attraction or repulsion between two point charge is directly proportional to product of magnitude of the charges and inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. My dear students, I repeat again, it is a very important law. The electrostatic force of attraction or repulsion between any 2 point charge is directly proportional to product of magnitude of charges and inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. It is the law. Right. So, in order to eliminate this proportionality sign, Coulomb's introduced a constant. So, that constant is K. And he also found the value of K. And he got K which is equal to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. So, therefore, the formula which becomes F which is equal to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 divided by R square, where epsilon naught is permittivity of the free space or otherwise vacuum. Well, now let me tell you how to write the Coulomb's law in vector form. Actually, in our physics, we have to write all the equations in a vector. Right. So, in order to write the Coulomb's law in vector form, let us consider 2 point charges. So, here it is plus Q1 charge and here it is plus Q2 charge. And the two charges are separated by the distance r. As you know that the two charges are like charges. Therefore, there will be a force of repulsion. The first charge Q1 will push the charge Q2 in this direction. I will take the pen. The first charge Q1 will push the charge Q2 along this direction. Similarly, the second charge Q2 will push the charge Q1 along this direction. So, the both force will be going to be in opposite direction. Right. So, first I am going to consider the force is experienced by the charge Q2 due to the charge Q1. So, that force is F21 vector. And according to the Coulomb's law, F21 vector which is equal to K Q1 Q2 divided by R square. Now, I am writing this equation in vector form. So, that's what I have to include unit vector also in this equation. So, the unit vector, the value of the unit vector is 1 and which will be useful to identify the direction of the physical quantity. So, here the force is a physical quantity and the direction of the force is here. 1 minute. Yes. So, it is the F21 vector and which is acting along this direction. So, the direction actually starts from the charge Q1 to Q2. That's what the unit vector is R12 cap. So, that should be included in this formula. right. Similarly, so how much of the force will be experienced by the charge q1 due to the charge q2? How much of the force will be experienced by the charge q1 due to the charge q2? So as we calculated earlier, we can formulate the formula here. So the force is acting on the charge q1 is F12 vector. So which will be equal to k into q1 q2 divided by r square. And what is the direction of the force? The direction of the force is starting from 2 to 1. So that's what the unit vector is r21 cap. And you have to include this unit vector in this formula also. Right. So from these two cases, I would like to say a result r21 cap which is equal to r12 cap. But the both unit vectors are in opposite direction. That's what we have to include a minus sign. Similarly, the F21 and F12 two forces are equal but acting in opposite direction. So that's what F12 vector which is equal to minus F21 vector. So from this we come to understand that the Coulomb's law obeys the Newton's third law of motion. உங்களுக்கு இந்த வீடியோ பிடிச்சிருந்துச்சுன்னா லைக் பண்ணுங்கள், ஷேர் பண்ணுங்கள், மறக்காமல் சேனலை சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்கள் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ். தேங்க்யூ.